Hello everybody and welcome to the Clover Comics Gazette. These are your comic book reviews for Wednesday, May 19th, 2010. I'm the Boy Wonder, DJ Under Pressure. Have 5 great books for me to review for you today, and we'll go ahead and get started. First we have Azrael, number 8. Michael Lane might not have known it at the time, but his faith at an early age, coupled with a trip to the Gotham City Museum of Natural History, foretells his future as Azrael. Cryptic messages and a guiding hand from a white ghost weave a Da Vinci Code-esque story which leads you to believe that Michael's faith may be the sin that dooms Azrael. This book is one of my favorites. If you read the message boards, you're going to see a lot of negative airplay for this book. However, for a story that is only 8 issues old, not even a year yet, the story is great. Only 8 issues old. Great time to jump in and go ahead and read this book. Go ahead and move on. This is going to be a 4 out of 5. Next we have Superman Batman number 72. This is the Worship story arc, part 1. It's written by Paul Levitz. I didn't start out with this book because it's going to be dropped from my pull list after this week. The preview is Superman out saving the world. Bruce is left to try to pull Clark Kent's main squeeze out of the fire. Superman may feel responsible for saving the whole universe, but will that desire destroy Superman Clark Kent's reason to live? Lex Luthor is up to his old tricks, and a group of monks just may reenact the Salem witch trials with Lois. I'm dropping this book because it's felt too much to me like it's Batman as the tag-along in a Superman story arc. I'm not a fan of Superman. If you are a huge fan of Superman over Batman, this book will be for you. If you like the Bat better, as I do, it's definitely not a pickup for this week or any other week after that. This book for me gets a 2 out of 5. Next we have Batman Streets of Gotham number 12. This is The Carpenter's Tale, part 1 of 2. This was written by Paul Dini, who actually is going to be doing 2 books, including Zatanna, for different story arcs in the Batman universe. Batman becomes a side note as a tale is wound around the Carpenter, a young lady who designs secret hideouts for all the most shady of Gotham. Mysterious antagonist, the Broker, has plans to have the Carpenter create elaborate traps and video surveillance to record the death of heroes. But she may be designing her own fate as well. Among other things, does Damian actually have a heart for the person who saved his life? We have 2 well-known creators working on a year anniversary monthly of this fairly new Batman series. You have Paul Dini, who's an excellent writer, and you have Dustin Nguyen, who helped with the cover and also the script of this book. You have the protagonist who isn't Batman. It's amazing to have such a great story told without the main character even in the book. He barely shows. Very interesting with the Carpenter and with the enemy in this. And of course you have a huge picture of Batman on the cover, which doesn't leave much to be desired. This for me gets a 4 out of 5. Next you have Zatanna, number 1. This, of course, as I said before, is written by Paul Dini. Zatanna, number 1, follows the journey of stage magician Zatanna to the Zatanna who deals with things beyond the scope of reality. A friendly cop who is in way over his head will need the help of Zatanna to have any hope of finding the responsible party for a mass murder. Brother Knight has been shut down by Zatanna, so it may take some digging to get far enough into the underworld to find help. Paul Dini, amazing as always. This is a great first issue. Couldn't ask for more out of this. You have Stefan Rao, who illustrates Zatanna perfectly. For being a diva in the DC universe, she's subtle and it looks more real than the imagination of a comic book character. The story itself reminds me of Charmed, where you have a supernatural character of Zatanna, and then you have a cop who is left to explain situations that the truth cannot reveal. Go grab this series, obviously a number 1, always good to get. This for me gets the 5 out of 5. Last, and definitely not least, is my pick of the week. This is The Walking Dead, number 72, written by Robert Kirkman, and of course this is my pick of the week. The crew is finally starting to let their guard down in this newfound paradise. However, Carl doesn't seem as keen, even as a boy, to let his guard down. Going back to normal life may be easier for some than others, and the new sheriff in town might not be as keen on letting his guard down as he's making people think. Too good to be true is usually way too good, especially dealing with The Walking Dead. This is definitely my pick of the week because, as Image promised, this series is back on a monthly schedule. Also, there's tidbits in here about the AMC cable television show that they're working on right now for it. Just great writing, simple story arcs. Being the only non-DC book that I read, it's simply brilliant. It tells a story without any need for mounds and mounds of dialogue, and definitely twists and turns around every corner. The great thing about this book for me is that the writers, the editors, the illustrators are so in-depth with the fan service that you might not get from a company from Marvel or DC because they are so busy. You know, nothing against them, but a smaller company can do a lot more when it comes to the fan service. Feels more like you were sitting at a bar with them instead of, you know, them being your customer. Again, this is my pick of the week, The Walking Dead number 72, 5 out of 5. Now, with that said, I want to thank everybody. If you clicked on this video, if you subscribed to it, if you check me out on Twitter or Facebook, I really do appreciate it. Working extremely hard on everything I'm doing. Please check out the blog. Please tell your friends. Please click on the video a million times. Starting next week, I'm going to make an opportunity for someone to win this design on a t-shirt. Haven't really decided how I'm going to do it yet. Probably going to be suggesting friends of yours on Facebook to become my fan on Facebook, and probably Twitter just like that. So keep this in mind. Again, thank you all very much for coming and watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed your new Comic Wednesday. If you would like to guest blog, debate me about comics, or tell me about a comic that I have to read, please contact me via email or add me on Twitter, or check me out on Facebook, or even add me on MySpace for the hell of it. This is the Boy Wonder, DJ Under Pressure, from the desk of the Clover Comics Gazette. Thank you all very much. Much love and good night.